Mm-hmm. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Happy Tuesday. That's right. Tuesday evening live stream. Rvdebs here with you. And I'm going to see who comes in to visit. While I do that, I'm going to brush my hair. How are you all today? I hope everyone is feeling well wherever you are. And I hope that we can get some friends in here tonight and visit with each other. I went to Walmart today and bought a bunch of groceries, and it's been a very mild day. It was like a high of 80. That's right, Texas is crazy. High of 80 today, but tomorrow's supposed to be thunderstorms and windy. One day, boom, changes. Now, I don't know how many people are going to come in and say hello, but I hope that I get a bunch. Right now, we've got 5 people in here. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. I know it's a big change from my other channel, but hey, I'm going to keep on keeping on. Yes, I am. Okay, let's just wait a few minutes, see if anybody comes in to visit, finds me. And if you can hear me, please say hello on the side in the side chat for me, because I don't know. I don't know if it's working. Who's going to say hello? Who's going to come in and say hello? Stitchy Rebel says hello. Hi, Linda. Thanks for doing that. I appreciate it. It's good to know that it's working. It's working. Hi, Janice. Well, as long as you can be here, it's great. Yes, this is going to be my temporary channel for a while, and it's good to have a backup channel. So now I'll have 2 channels eventually. I should get my channel back in the next few weeks, because YouTube we've been communicating, and they're working on it. A special team works on this kind of stuff, and I'm sure I'm not the only, thing they're doing. So they said, be patient. So while I'm waiting for my channel to come back, which is it was definitely a disheartening, miserable feeling, not being able to, I couldn't even log into my channel. They changed my password, these wicked people. But this channel here, it's okay. I'll just continue doing videos and live streams. And so far, I've gotten like almost 180 subscribers on this channel. So I'm grateful for that. Gosh, I can remember when I first started my channel and just getting the first 100 people. Now it's like, where'd the 5,000 people out there go? But truthfully, 180 approximately people found this channel and are, right here with me. So that's nothing to sneeze at, really. So how was your day today? Did you have a good day? Where are you from? Maybe you could tell me where you're from and what your weather's like. It's nighttime here, but we had a very, very warm day, 78, 80, right in there. Yep. So we're getting kind of a warming trend. Oh. Stamford, Connecticut, 50 degrees. I like 50 degrees personally. That's Janice from Connecticut. And Stitchy Rebel is from southwestern Michigan. Fog and rain today. Linda Lindsay said, I had a foot surgery today. Cold here in New Hampshire. Oh, I hope your foot gets healed real fast. I know that's got to be traumatic. Any kind of surgery is kind of traumatic for sure. And my friend Chuck is from New Hampshire. And I lived in New Hampshire for about 6 weeks once. Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and it was so pretty there. So old, everything was, the buildings were all so old and restored and very interesting. Much different than Florida and in Texas. It's like night and day. But I did enjoy my 6 weeks there. I love the seafood too. But today was nice and mellow. I decided to get my butt into my truck and go to Walmart and get a few things that I was needing. I hadn't left the area all week. And Kathy and Mark have been in Florida. They're on a plane right now, heading home. But they had an awesome time. And they're bringing me some everything bagels. So when I went to the store, I bought, I don't know if anyone knows what Nova is. It's lox, but it's like the best. And I got some cream cheese. I'm ready. I'm ready to have a good bagel. Because Texas, we're not known for our bagels. Oh, Janice, let me answer that. She asks, she's been wondering if my truck can handle a fifth wheel. No, unfortunately, I can't even have a camper on the back of my truck. The Chevy Avalanche has got like a short bed the way it's designed. And no, I can do a trailer, but that's it. When I had it on the back, when I had my house that I'm in on the back of my trailer, I felt like I was carrying way too much. Hi, Marion. Oh, it's late there. Well, I'm so glad you came in at least before you go to bed. I stay up late almost every day, though. Oh, my goodness. Lindsay said her sister passed away last week. I am so sorry. That's so sad. Gosh, I don't know if was it like a sickness or was it an accident? I'm so sorry. Hi, Strong. Oh, thank you, Strong's Adventure. He says to or she, I'm not even sure because sometimes I don't know if it's a he or she, but they said to give me a thumbs up, and I do appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for the support. Hi, sure, Stitch. What? Oops, sorry. Yes, Linda. God bless you. Hang in there, honey. Cardiac arrest. Oh Lord, I tell you, I just pray that you can handle it. You know, it's just a very heavy time. I lost my sister when I was 24 and she was 27. Oh, okay, Billy. Yeah, and it was shocking. It was a shocking, like, over accidental overdose. She was messing with the wrong drugs, and it killed her. And it took a long time. It really did. My whole family was just suffered through a good year. So don't be hard on yourself because it's natural. It's going to hurt. I'm so sorry, Linda. But it's good to come in here and try to get your mind, off for a little while. I know it's not easy. And you'll get through this. You don't get over it. That's the thing about, losing loved ones. We never get over it. We're always going to have them in our minds and hearts. But you get through it. Somehow, you just have to. But it's good to stay busy, and I'm so glad you came in here and shared that. We're all behind you and sending you lots of love. Gosh, how old, if I may ask? My sister was only 27, so it was like really shocking, and it was freaky. So, man, you never know. That's the thing about you never know what God's going to let you live till. That's the same age my dad passed away, was 78. No matter what age, nobody wants to lose anybody. And it's inevitable that we will have loss, and you just, You know, you take it a day at a time, a moment at a time sometimes. I'm so sorry though. Yeah. Um, you know, at least she didn't, I hate to say that, at least. I hope that when I pass away that it's quick, that I don't linger with a disease for, in pain and all that for a long time. But in 1974 is when my sister died, and those days were drug days in the 60s and 70s in California and Los Angeles. And she always messed around. She was the first one to try stuff. Yep. And all you can do is remember them and never stop saying their name. You always will remember everything. I don't know. We don't know how long we have in our world, so we need to make the best of every day. That's what I have learned. Like when I got my channel hacked and someone locked me out somewhere, it's so easy to be upset and miserable and mad, but I am grateful to be here and to be able to just carry on. It's all going to work out in the end anyway. Hi, Plain Vanilla Grandma Carol. Welcome, welcome. I finally got this channel now. This channel that I'm on is Rvdebs Journey with a 2 right after Journey. I figured out how to do it, so I did it. That way I'll have 2 channels eventually. We're just, we're so vulnerable too. Life is really vulnerable. Hey, Catherine, is that your new handle here? Your name? Yeah, I got an email. Let me read you the email so that you can see the kind of communication that I am getting. So I'll be happy to do that. Let me open it up. And it's from there's a man named Calvin. I appreciate him very much. And he says, "Hi, Deborah. I've successfully escalated your request to our dedicated internal team for thorough investigation and recovery of your YouTube channel. While we won't be able to provide any guaranteed time frame regarding this request as of the moment, I'll make sure to let you know right away as soon as I receive any response from them. Also, I know that you've worked hard for this. Our team will definitely handle issues regarding your AdSense earnings and make sure that you'll recover it. All right? I appreciate your extreme patience here, Deborah. I'll personally closely monitor this investigation for you. Kind regards, Calvin." That's, that is what I got from them yesterday, from Calvin. Hi, Ralph. I'm glad you found me. This is my temporary home, and there's nothing wrong with having a second channel. I'll get my other channel back, and of course, you guys will know immediately. Catherine says she changed channel more to reflect who I am. What is up with Catherine? Ah, well, I'm happy to have all of you here tonight, and I really do appreciate you guys have been awesome to me, and in so many ways, so many ways. Yeah, Calvin's legit because he's the same guy. I already got 2 other emails from him. Hi, Deb. Oh, Janice, I am so glad you came in tonight. Thank you for coming in, and I just hope that you're just going to be fine. Everything's going to be okay. Yeah, that's exactly what it said, and the other emails said that same kind of thing. You're going to get your channel back, but I guess first of all, I don't think. Bye, sweetie. Bye, Janice. I don't think I'm the only one that's got this going on. Someone told me to do a search. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Darby. Welcome, everybody. I just read this the little email I got from this guy who's working on my case. But I really feel like there's a lot of people out there that have these teams working, and they're not just going to give me back my channel without checking it out. So hopefully what they've done is immediately stopped anybody from going on my channel, because whoever hacked the channel changed the password, turned the comments off, and started this channel for me, which, you know, so I'm sure they've already got that part handled. Hi, Joanne. Welcome. Oh, thank you so much for showing support. I've had so many people have come to my aid and sent me messages and come into my new channel and found me. It's heartwarming, and I'm very fortunate. And I really do, you know, I really do believe that even though it's a terrible thing to have happen, it is like someone coming into your house, messing it up and changing the locks that I can't get in. But there really are no accidents. Like, there's lessons to be learned. And one of the major lessons I learned is the verification that they have for your channel is offered as a two-part verification. So if I would have had a two-part verification, they couldn't have ever done this to me. But I was self-taught and I didn't know any better. So now if somebody gets into my password, they're going to have to still get past the second verification, and they won't get past it. Hi, Judy. Hi, Linda. I'm so glad. Yes, Rebel Girl's been so helpful. She's a really nice lady, and she came here, and we've been to dinner together, and she's got a good heart, and I really appreciate her. And you know, today, yes, this is not for kids. Now, whenever you download a video or even do a live stream, they have a thing that asks you if you've made this for children or not, and of course not, because that's for sure. Well, I don't mind them being careful. It's about time that YouTube was a little more careful with, you know, with children and things that are on here. I was going to say something, but so I got a two-part verification now, and that can't happen again. And I'm changing my passwords on everything. So this is just, boy, it's a lesson to learn, huh? Yeah. And why me of all people? There's so many people. But like I said, I think that I'm not the only one that's gotten hacked like this. And I don't know the reason why they would. I just know that somewhere in Dublin, Ireland, which is a place I love, someone in Dublin, Ireland got into my account, because I saw that. You can see when someone tries to get into your account and you say, no, I don't recognize that person. Well, that stops it right there. Unfortunately, without the two-way verification, I guess they got to do what they did. I don't know. Thanks, Catherine. Yeah, I'm in limbo. I guess I'm kind of in limbo, but I'm making the best of it. I can't even, it's been so long. I mean, 4 years. I can remember kind of when I had 100 people subscribed and I was excited. And then 500, it was like, woo. But then as you get, you know, more and more, I don't want to lose my subscribers for sure. Catherine said, Debs, unfortunately, scammers, hoaxers, etc., target people over 55 because they think we aren't tech savvy. Well, I've learned to be a little more savvy, but it's the hard way. Because when I got on YouTube, no one told me how to get on YouTube. I learned this all myself. I did. I mean, no one came over and said, let me help you get on, you know. No, I just trial and error, you know, and I think I did really a good job, except the verification. I didn't realize there was a two-way thing. Now, when I go on Social Security, there's a two-way verification, so there's nobody going to get on that. It just, I didn't realize it with, Google and YouTube, which there's a lot. YouTube and Google are the same now, so it's weird. But lessons learned. But otherwise, I'm just making the best of it. I'm just going to go forward. And I mean, at first I was completely floored and shocked. I was like, where is everybody? Because I looked at my channel and it had 0 subscribers because they put you in a new, a brand new channel. And it's weird not to have, any AdSense now. So, I'm just going to try not to let it get me. That's all. No, I don't have live stream super chat, and I don't have it's on my new videos. But if somebody wants to go to Etsy, I still have my Etsy shop and my PayPal, and I have been fortunate. Today I got a really good order on my Etsy from Chuck, who just made my day. Actually, made my day. And I've got this going out tomorrow to Chuck. He bought the lighthouse painting and some jewelry for his family. And I'm gonna be working real hard because right now I need to make some stuff, new jewelry and everything. And yeah. Matter of fact, this necklace has got a lot of red in it. Oh, no, that's not it. Duh. Oops, grabbed the wrong one. This one. I could wear it with this. Yeah. So where are we? So there's 21 people here tonight so far. That's great. I got 10 thumbs up. Next page. Hi. I'm so glad you did. Thank you for subscribing. Next page. And if you go to my original channel, Rvdebs Journey without a 2, you'll see it when you do a search. I've got over 1,100 videos to explain my whole life. Really, I started off in Florida. My husband passed away, and I sold everything I had, bought this travel trailer. It took off. And I've been doing videos a lot. So there's a lot of videos. If you haven't ever seen some of those videos, I would appreciate if any of you want to go back and maybe, look at some videos, because I'm not going to have any views unless I get people to go in there and see some views, see some videos. And yeah. No, I can't upload those videos to my new channel. The way that I do it, and I'm sure it's not the best way ever, but I use my cell phone primarily. That's what I use to do my videos. And after they're uploaded to YouTube, most of them I delete because it would take too much space up for my phone. So I can't re-upload. But like I said, if you just go to Rvdebs Journey, the first you'll notice, because it's got 5,500 subscribers. You can see all the channels. They're all there. All my videos are still there. It's just I'm locked out for a while. Hello, Judy. Judy gets around. Welcome. Nice to see you, Judy. I am so fortunate. I have the nicest people here. I got to admit. I mean, yeah, I've got over 5,000 people, but I think I'm at 180 right now. Let's see where I'm at. Hold on. Yeah. I mean, I'm just grateful that you guys found me, actually. Hold on while I check. Okay. I have 177 subscribers today on my new channel. And that's, 177 friends. But I really didn't lose my videos. I'm just locked out of it until YouTube releases it to me. So I'm just going to see how that works out. But they're still there and you can watch them. It's still me. This channel is just a little baby channel for now. My baby channel. But I have done a lot of traveling, a lot of videos. I sing. Ah, Judy, I love you too. Judy sent me this pink, fluffy, huge, like bedspread comforter kind of thing. And every night, it's the softest, furriest, fluffiest thing I've ever slept on. So there's not a day that goes by that I don't think about you, Judy. And Craig's doing good, and we talked today. And I've got a lot of good friends here. And it's not just YouTubers. I mean, they become my real friends. Oh yeah, it's. I wish it's on the bed, or I would show it to you. It's like this soft, furry. Like, I mean, it's got a. Never felt anything quite like that blanket. So and the dogs love it too. I have 2 little dogs. Next page. I don't know if you know my dogs, but I got Rosie and Lily. Rosie's a Bichon Shih Tzu, and Lily's a little long-haired Chihuahua, and they love that blanket, and so do I. Oh yes, if you watch, thank you, Strongs. He said so. If we watch them and watch the ads on your first channel, you'll eventually get views and the money. Yes, it's all there. The thing about not having the channel access is that I can't upload new videos, which is part of the way you make any kind of AdSense money. Is the more videos, the more people. But I do have a lot of videos already. I have great people here. Next page, PJ. I do. You'll find that a lot of good people hang out, and we have these great live streams too. And I wish I could have you all on so we could talk live to each other, but I'm the one that talks mostly. Where are you from? Where are you from? Next page. PJ. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna put this on my phone here so I can. Hold on a second while I. Okay. Yeah, that way I can read it better. Next page, PJ. Okay, well, PJ, I'm going to call you PJ, is from Minnesota. How's your weather in Minnesota? I've never been to Minnesota, but I have friends that live there. And I am going to work this out because it just takes a few weeks. There's another YouTuber. His name is Rusty, and he's got like a zip code after that, which I don't know of. And he had his channel hijacked, and it took 3 weeks. So I'm not the only one. Hi, Gigi. So nice to see you too. Thank you for coming in and finding me. It won't be long. It'll all work out. I'm going to try to make the best out of it, because there's no point in letting someone screw me up mentally. Yeah, Frugal RV Gal, another really nice person, and she helped Rusty, and she helped me, because what I needed help with is that when I first reported that the channel was no longer, I couldn't log in anymore, and I had 0 subscribers, and their answer back was, please send us, and there was a list of things I had to do to get them to work on it. And she helped me with that. She's really good at it. I didn't know that, Catherine. I will have to check into it. Yes, sorry. Frugal is a really neat lady, and we've talked on the phone now. We're friends. We're going to definitely meet up. I think she's going to come visit me here before she goes, hopefully, to Quartzside. Marion says, "Don't worry, we're all going to come see you for Christmas. You'll get to meet us all. 5,500 for dinner. You can cope, I know. Yeah, right." I will. Well, when and how, if she comes soon, I mean, maybe we can do a live stream together. I'm sure we will. I live in Knox City, Texas, and it's a small little town. It's close to Abilene and Wichita Falls. It's kind of in the middle. Deb Fest 2019. Maybe 2020 by the time a Deb Fest comes along. I would like to I'm trying and I'm praying that I can go to the RTR, even if I don't go to the RTR, but go to Quartzsite and meet a lot of the people. And I'm not sure if that's going to happen yet. When I find out if I am, I'll let you all know. Because I love to travel too. I have a wandering spirit, definitely. Yeah, it's a tiny town, and I've never lived in a small town before. I'm from Los Angeles. Actually, originally I was born in Buffalo, New York. But when I was I guess about 5 or 6 years old, around there, my dad and mom decided to move from New York, out of New York to Los Angeles. And so as a kid, we left Buffalo and moved to Los Angeles. And I was in California all of my, youth up to about 24, 25. And then I moved to Florida. And I was in Florida until I moved here. So I never really lived in a tiny town. And let me tell you, it took some getting used to. But I am really kind of glad I live here because it's very peaceful, safe. I've got a lot of friends and family around me, which I'm fortunate. I want to go to Lollapalooza next year. I would have loved to gone. I don't have this trailer is not moving. It's too big for me. That's what I figured after I moved it from Florida to Alabama and then Alabama here. I did not feel comfortable pulling a trailer. But I would love to get some sort of camping situation, and I'm trying to get it together. Okay. Seattle Judy said, "I'm crocheting a Seahawk ponytail hat. I'll be darned, it's looking pretty good, so I will just listen, unless I get jealous over the George Harrison kiss. That's between me and you, Judy." You're planning on going to Quartzside, Catherine? I've thought about going and getting like an Airbnb for a week and get there and enjoy, be part of it. Oh, Lollapalooza next year. Well, maybe by next year I'll be able to, get to meet you guys there too. You're good, Judy. You're not bad. Well, I really wouldn't mind going to Arizona and checking it out in the winter. And there's a lot of people that I would love to get to see in person and meet. And so, yeah, I got a call today. I got a call from Camo Dave today. And I spoke with him for quite a while. So he's a nice guy. I'm so glad he called me. Yeah, they have cabins, that's right. So maybe next year, whatever happens, I'll be able to go and get a cabin. You don't have to be a fan of his. He was very nice to me, and I appreciate anyone that's helping because he's got 10,000 subscribers. So if he gives my YouTube channel this one, I'll get people to come find me, and I appreciate that very much. Yes, he called me today out of the clear blue, and I almost didn't answer. You know how when you get a phone call and you don't know who it is, but something said answer it, and he's like, "Hi, Deb, this is Camo Dave." I don't. Hi, Tanya. Tanya, I don't know what auto connect. What you mean? But anyway, yeah, it was really nice to talk to him on live, and he was very very kind. I can't say anything bad about him. And you know what? We're not all. Not everybody's going to be attracted to each other. That's okay. Autocorrect, I'm familiar with, and sometimes it ruins stuff. Lost on Land Again is what Lollapalooza stands for. See, Gigi says that he helped me find you. I was so glad he brought it up because I was wondering why you hadn't posted. Seems like a good guy to me. Well, he's a good guy to me, and I much appreciated. That's the only way it works here is to, if you're going to have a channel and you want to grow, you got to be friendly to people. You have to. You just can't sit in your own little world. A lot of people say, "Well, how come I can't get my channel to grow?" It takes a lot of work and a lot of marketing, a lot of, what do you call the word? Getting out there and meeting people. So I have nothing but, listen. Not everybody's my cup of tea. A lot of the RV channels I watch them. Some I can like not watch very often, but once in a while I'll check it out. Yeah, I mean, that's the nice thing about YouTube is there's so many different YouTube channels and different kinds of people. I love certain kinds of YouTube channels. But Catherine, you're actually you're in a lot of different chats and stuff. So just keep putting it out there, and people will come find you too. I can't wait to do Lollapalooza is not far from me. So, maybe next year I can really plan that, and whether I do a cabin, maybe I can share one with somebody. Money's always tight. I live on Social Security and whatever I can get off of YouTube, and my Etsy shop. I'm grateful. But Lollapalooza, it looks like a friendly group, and I'd love to. If I would have, I just this year I couldn't do it, but I'm going to plan on it next year. I am. It's not that far, and whether I can get a motel room or find some camper, I can't really. I don't have a camper. One of my things is I have a wonderful truck. It was my husband's, but it's not a camper type of truck, but it's a nice truck, and eventually I'll trade it in and get a van. But right now, I would love my truck. Well, I don't think it's schmoozing, Catherine, to be out there and friendly. And I don't beg anybody to come join my channel. Hi, Colette. Hi, sweetie. It's so good to see you all. Yeah, it doesn't happen fast. I've been doing this for 4 years. Like I only have 5,500 people, whereas some people they start their channel and they get 10,000 people with. I don't know how they do it, but they do it. Oh, I know. Some people come in and they really want you to shout out for them. I've had people ask me and I haven't done it. If I'm moved to do it, I will, but I've never asked anybody. I appreciate right now with the situation with my channel. If Dave wants to shout out and help me, or Frugal RV Gal, or RV Rebel Gal, I mean, I'm appreciative. I would do the same for them, definitely. I don't know how you get 2 million subs in a couple days. A lot of the big channels with a million and more subs, they they're usually younger people, at least that I've noticed. There's a channel called My Self Reliance, and he's got a million subs, and this man, he's from Canada, and his cabin he built a cabin, and he built an outhouse, and he built a bathhouse on his property, and he is unbelievable. I love that guy. He doesn't talk a lot, although sometimes he does. He's a good looking man. He's married, and boy, he shows how he does it with his bare hands, no electricity, and he's built a lot. Oh, next page, PJ knows who I'm talking about. Yeah, I wish he talked more too. I'm really happy when he does talk. And he's got an adorable golden retriever that is so sweet. Sean James. I'll have to go see that one. I'm gonna have to look up that channel because I like to listen to him. Yeah, he's very smart and very easy to look at. That helps, doesn't it? But really though, it's very interesting how he cooks on this outside kitchen. He makes himself wonderful meals, and he's just really what a man. Hey, Mike, Minivan Mike, welcome. So glad to see you. So glad that you're here. Thank you. The channel that I'm talking about, Colette, is My Self Reliance. You'll find it, and he's got a lot of he's over a million subscribers, but he's worth it. There are some channels that are outrageously wonderful. Another one that I really love and I watch all the time is La Vagabond, and it's a couple who live on a sailboat, and they just had a baby this last year, and they're just great, and they've got a million subs, and they're really good at what they do, and I learn a lot from a lot of people. I hope that can be interesting like that. I don't have as much to show, but I've been creative all my life, so if there's any way that I can create a video, I do. My Self Reliance, and the other one is La Vagabond. They're so good. And of course, Rvdebs. I love them. I watch a lot of adventurers. I may not be able to get on a sailboat and do this, but I certainly like to watch other people because I'm not going to be able to. I couldn't do it. When I was young, I went on a sailboat. Oh yeah, they're really cool. They're a very cute couple from Australia, and they have great personalities. And they just did a meetup. They had their sailboat on. I think they did a meetup like up the coast near New York, um, and there was 300 people waiting in line to meet them. Yeah, they're cool. That's it, Colette. Does Minivan Mike have a channel? Because I didn't know that. Hi, Butter Beanhead. Glad to see you guys are in here with me today. I'm just going to continue doing what I've always done, whether I have 170 subscribers or 5,000. I'm just going to keep going, and eventually I'll get my other channel back and I'll let you guys know. And then this will be my second channel. So Minivan Mike, do you have a channel? Is it called Minivan Mike? See all the nice people I have in here? We may not be the biggest channel, but we've got some great friends. So good to see everybody communicating with each other, and it's all, that's what it's all about, is getting old. People die. You're going to have friends that die, family that die, but friendships are so important. Oh my gosh, I don't know what I'd do without my friend Kathy and my friend Mark. Next page, you probably don't know much about me, but I live on a piece of property where my best friend and her husband lives, and it's wonderful to have them here. And then the family that's like Kathy's my best friend's name, and her two sons, Lee and Nathan, live in this town, and all their families live in this town. We got like 30 people. We have family nights, and there's always something going on with the family. It's really wonderful. I never had such a big family. The weather here right now, are you asking me? The weather here right now is pretty mild. Today it got up to 80, 79, 80, and it's going to be in the 60s tonight, so it's going to stay warm. I'll have to check out your channel, Mike. I didn't know that. Did I miss someone coming in? Tanya's starting to chat. That's really good. Yeah, a lot of people come in my chats and can talk and feel good about it. That's what's nice. I have a great little living room party like I do chats now 3 times a week, figuring Friday, Sunday, Tuesday. Sometimes not Tuesday, Wednesday. It just depends. My babies are both sleeping. One's on the couch and one's in the doggy bed right here. Okay. Thank you for coming in. Next page, PJ. I write PJ. I'll learn. Thank you. Appreciate a new subscriber and a new friend. Wonder where Dandy Dan is. But I'm very grateful for everybody. You guys are cool. You're the best. Thanks for coming in, PJ. I'll be looking forward to seeing you again. We have the best side chat. It's weird when my channel is so tiny now that, everything about it has changed, but in a way it hasn't changed. I don't know. I just want to keep open communication until this blows over, and I'm just hoping that it doesn't stay like this too long, because the part that sucks the biggest is that my AdSense, every month I get something. If you have a channel long enough, you build a little something from all the ads, and people watch them, and I really don't know how they pay, but whatever it is, it's something I really appreciate. Well, that's one of the reasons I did it, Colette. I didn't want you guys to worry, and I'm locked out of that channel right now, so there's nothing I can do about it. But it's still there, and you can go back in there, and maybe if you've never seen some of my early videos, you might find them interesting. And I sold my house and I showed my house before I sold it. Um, Downsized, lived in an RV park in Florida for 4 months, getting ready. Then I got on the road and ventured out to Alabama, stayed there 9 months. Went all over Alabama, though. I had a really good time living there. Hey, Mike, not only should you change your password, but make sure that there's a secondary verification on YouTube. That way, if somebody busts your password, they still send you a message on your phone, and you have to approve it for them to even get any further. I've never had a problem with the rules on YouTube, so I don't think there's a problem. I don't cater to kids, and I don't do a lot of, foul mouthing on my channel or anything like that. So I'm okay. I can show the boys because their families approve of it. I'm not going to stop one bit of how I do things unless I'm told otherwise. Yeah, so if you've got the duo, Mike, if you have a two-part verification, you're pretty safe. And changing passwords is important. I I can't believe it. I was pretty stupid and innocent and didn't think anything about it. But sure, I mean, I don't show other people's children, but I do show uh, Chase and Tanny and Hunter because their parents allow it, and you know they're innocent. Well, I don't see how we couldn't share our grandkids as long as everybody's decent, and they're I think they're talking about other kinds of things. We'll see. Well, you can't exploit children, you know. That's bottom line. Hi, Linda. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome. Thank you for finding the second channel while I'm going through whatever this is. I'm locked out of my other channel for now. I don't know, Mike. I don't know what's going to happen as far as grandkids go. I mean, of course, innocence. It's innocent. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure. Well, I'm so glad you're here, Linda. Thanks. Definitely, it felt awful. The first when I first realized that I had 0 subscribers, because what they do is and I don't know how they did it, but somehow they break in and got your password, and then they change the password. They disable the comments, and you're set up. I guess they gave me this channel because when I logged on to my normal thing, it was a 0 subscriber channel, 0 videos. Floored me, of course. God, I freaked out. But as the days have gone by, it's been a little over a week. You know, I'm okay. I'm just going to continue doing what I do and pray that it doesn't take too long to get my channel back. Yeah, well, I definitely don't I don't market to children. Yeah, and I always say it's not for children. Hi, Constantine. Oh, I'm so glad you found me. Welcome. This is my temporary channel. For those of you who you probably already know. I had my channel was hacked. They got into my password. I guess I didn't have a very good password, and I didn't have a second verification, so they shut me out of my channel and turned off the comments. They haven't done. They could now. I think at this point, my real channel has been stopped. Nobody can do anything right now while they're investigating. But YouTube is investigating it, and they're going to hand me back my channel hopefully soon. Strong says, the bad thing is that the FTC and YouTube get to pick if you violated the law. Really scary stuff this time. You just email YouTube. You can't call YouTube. You can't call Google. The only phone number for Google is for people that have Google Play, that kind of stuff. But YouTube channel creators have no way to talk live to anyone. So under help and security, there's help, and you have to write an email and follow their directions, which I've done. And I've received like 3 emails from this one man who told me it's escalated to the right team and just to be patient. And that's what I'm doing. I'm being patient. Hi, Molly. Hi, Molly. Welcome. Yeah, I'm so glad you guys found me. I know it's crazy. This channel, I put a number 2 next to Journey. So it's Rvdebs Journey 2. For now. Well, they told me to be patient. So it took Rusty. He had the same thing happen to him. And it took him 3 weeks. So it's already been a week and a half. So we'll see. I want children to be protected. And a lot of channels have just smut on it. Just alcohol drinking, and kids can come in and all that. So those kind of channels are worthless to me. They're worthless. My channel's pretty much for older people that have like been through a lot in their lives, lost someone. We're all trying to just survive and be happy. That's all of us want, is to be happy, to make the most of what we have, because we don't know when our day is over. I'm trying to have the best life I can have. I mean, I don't have my husband anymore. I don't have my parents or my sister. I'm making the best out of what I have. And I have great friends here in the area and a wonderful channel. And I got 2 great dogs. I have my health. Basically, I have my health. I have a nice truck and a trailer that's paid for. I mean, I'm grateful. I'm really grateful. So, yeah, roll with the punches in life. That's what we all have to do. Make lemonade when you got lemons. But I have my moments. I mean, I ranted to my friend. I was like sad, and I mean, but how long can you stay sad? You gotta keep on. I'm a survivor. Excuse me, I'm a survivor, and I've got through a lot more loss. I've lost a lot worse things than this. Oh, thank you, Linda. Well, I am certainly me. And if you met me in person, it would be no different. I am no different than I am here. That's right, Colette. Just move forward. All we can do is move forward. I mean, some people sit on a pity pot. They don't want, maybe they've lost someone and they just don't want to ever do anything again, and they don't ever think about anything. I'm not like that. I feel like that every day I wake up, even on the bad days, but I mean, pretty much every time I wake up and take the dogs out and look at the sunset or look at the sunshine and be grateful that I'm okay, that I'm able to walk, that I'm able to communicate. God gave me a lot of really good blessings. I'm very creative, and I can't beat that. I mean, that's something that's gotten me through all my life. I've always, pretty much always, made my living on my creativity. So, and I do the best I can. I'm going to go out there in the garage tomorrow and make some more jewelry because I just sold a bunch of stuff. And hey, I love you too, Catherine. Thank you for dropping in and hanging out with us. You're always someone I love to see. But I'm wearing one of my latest necklaces, and I think it's real pretty. That's really long. I've got a few things on Etsy still. Sold the painting of the lighthouse, so I need to paint some more too. I just got to get busy. Kathy and Mark are on their way home right now. I'm looking forward to seeing them. And Catherine was here for a while, so yeah, it's okay. But Kat and Mark are bringing me bagels, everything bagels from Florida. Atlanta, Texas. I've never heard of Atlanta, Texas. Where's Atlanta, Texas? How far away is that, I wonder? What part? Yeah, she said she changed her name to fit her better, which is fine. Yeah, she changed it, and now it's What's Up with Catherine. That's her channel. Well, there's no good bagels here in this area of Texas. Everybody here is into, well, I mean, there's some good food in this area, but it's not like good Jewish bagels. So that was the one thing I wanted her to bring me. Craig told me when he comes to visit, he's going to bring some good New York bagels and maybe some Kaiser rolls because you can't get them here. Here, Texas is like Mexican food, Tex-Mex, that's good, ribs, um, chicken fried steak, which I don't like personally. Oh, Colette, I'd love to see Montreal. That's one of the places on my bucket list. I never got there. I've been to Canada, but I never went to Montreal. And that's so kind of you. I know you would bring me some bagels if you could. I'd go get them if I could. I mean, even when you go to Abilene, you can get bagels, but they're not official good Jewish bagels. Okay, so I know where that is. Strong's Adventures. He says it's south of Texarkana, about an hour and a half from Shreveport, Louisiana. Colette says my mother lived there in her youth, and I have cousins there. Here in Texas, you're talking about? I have family in Buffalo, New York. That's about it. Oh, Montreal. Yeah, Montreal is the place that I would love to see, and I will someday. I've been a lot of places. There's always more places to go. I'd love to go to England and Ireland and Scotland, and I'd love to see France and Amsterdam, Switzerland. Don't know if I'll be getting over there that quickly, but I've seen Mexico and I've been to Jamaica. I've never been to really, I've never really been all over Texas. I've been to, I came from Florida, so we went through Louisiana to get to Florida, through Dallas. I've been to San Antonio, which I loved. I've been to Fredericksburg, which is a cool little German kind of town, in Dallas. But I've never been to Houston. I've never been to the beaches where, like Padre Island. I'd like to go there. That's another place I want to go to. Yeah, there's a lot of places I'd like to see. I have a lot of wanderlust. I mean, really, I'm not ready to stay in one place and call it, you know, that's it. I want to go visiting. And if I don't have anyone else to go with, I go by myself. I went to San Antonio by myself. I went up to Dallas and saw a concert. Well, I talked with Patrick. Matter of fact, I talked to Patrick recently on the phone when he found out about my channel. And hopefully, him and his mom, Marion, are going to be going to the Quartzsite area in January. And I'm hoping that they can stop by here because I really enjoyed their visit last year. I hope so. Colette's saying, did I hear about the RVers who were killed in Padre Island? Yes, I did. That's awful. Yeah, man, but they caught the man too, I think, that did it. There's a lot of weirdos out there. It's very scary. I don't know how that happened, really. I mean, God knows, but yeah, people go missing. That's right. Colette says just a reminder to always be aware of your surroundings. That's right, for sure. Yes, he stays busy with work. He works from his RV, and seriously, he's got a really good job. He teaches RNs medical. He's a doctor. Actually, they call him doctor. He's one of the smartest men I've met, and he's one of the most fun guys too. We've had a lot of fun together. I love his mom, Marion, and we hit it off great. I miss them. I have there's no Here's what I know about my Avalanche, my truck. They don't have like normal campers that fit on the back of an Avalanche. Maybe someone did a custom job. They do have some kind of tent, like a tent that goes over the back, but not a hard, you know, uh, truck camper. So, because I've already thought of that. Must have been a custom job though. A bed cap. I've never heard it put that way. But I know they have like a tent thing for a few $100s, but I don't want to be in a tent thing in the back of my truck. And I love my truck, and I love my husband that he got such a nice truck. It's like a Cadillac. But I wish that I could have put a camper on it. Yeah, it would have been nice. I'd love a high top van if I was gonna pick something for myself, because I would sleep in a van no problem in the winter, when it's chilly, because I can sleep in a cold weather. Heat, no. It'd have to be air conditioned. We're expecting tomorrow early in the morning, like 5 a.m. We're supposed to get wind and showers. 30-mile-an-hour winds, so this place starts to rock. That's the way. If you're going to pull a trailer, you need a dually. You're right. That was the problem when I was pulling this RV. I have a 27-foot Salem travel trailer, and I just felt like I would never want to take it on a hill, mountains and hills. I felt like it was going to strain my transmission. Although when my husband was alive, he said, "No, that thing can pull 10,000 pounds." Well, I just did not feel comfortable pulling that. Plus, I had two dogs with me. You can't pull a trailer and pull into like any fast food places. Not every gas station. It's like mentally it was torment for me. I really didn't enjoy it. Just didn't feel strong enough. It's more like a Chevy Avalanche is like a Cadillac. It's pretty. It's got all the bells and whistles, but it's not the kind of strong, strong truck. It's strong enough. I'm not pulling anything anymore. Although I had a smaller trailer when the first trailer I ever bought. The first trailer I ever bought was only like something like, I think it was 19 foot with the tongue. And my truck really pulled it real easy, but I couldn't live in it full time. It wasn't big enough. It was really a nice trailer. I have videos of it. Matter of fact, the very first video on my channel is the inside of my little travel. It was called the Easy Traveler, and it was really nice. It was a 2012, but it was too small to live in, and I wanted to live in the RV, and I just couldn't. And you do have to minimalize. As it is now, I need to get rid of a bunch of stuff. It's like every now and then you have to go through a downsize because it's so easy to overfill. Where I'm sitting is a desk. I took out the dining room finally after 3 years of sitting on the dinette, which was uncomfortable. Now I have a nice chair, big high back chair, comfortable, rocks, and a really nice desk. And I enjoy my house. I like it. I just don't want to pull it. That's a hassle. And then every time you leave a campsite, you have to tuck everything away. Everything's got to have a place that's tucked in and safe. I used to have to put ties on all the cabinets, or else they would open when you drive. A hassle. So I'm not going to do that anymore. Linda said I pull a 2018 travel trailer, hoping to go full time in 1.5 years. Hope to meet my favorite YouTuber creators. Yeah, cool. How big is your trailer? What's the length? But if you're going to go full time, heavy trailers are not fun to pull. I don't care who you are. I watch people because right behind my where I'm living, there's the community center and there's like 5 full hookups. And we get people in and they're pulling in like these big, huge fifth wheels. And I watch them like leave, and it's like, what a hassle. It's a big hassle. Molly said, every time I drive past our senior center here, I eyeball their 4 to 5 shuttles and say I could live in that. Strong says we went from a pop-up to a 34-foot bumper pull to a 35-foot fifth wheel. Well, if you have a dually, and you know what you're doing and you're strong. I'm not that strong. It's a real hassle. I had a pop-up. Kathy and I used to do Renaissance festivals all over, all the way up to New York, Ohio, Tennessee, Florida. And we had a pop-up. But, it was only once, you didn't live in it. So it was different. Okay, so you've got Linda says, Wolf Pup, 1.6 BHS bunkhouse, 21 foot from front to back. That's a good size. That's a really good size. Yeah. I don't know if I could live in it. This is 27 foot, and I need every bit of it. Mine's Forest River also. Yeah, Salem LE is what I have. 21 foot's good to travel. And you really have to downsize to live in something that small. A lot of people do it. Um, uh, Strong said if we go full time, I want a toy hauler just to put all my cooking stuff in. Those are nice. Toy. I mean, there's so many different choices when it comes to RVs, toy haulers, and there's just so many different styles. You just have to. Usually, the first one you buy is not going to be the one you keep. That's the truth. That's what I've found. Colette said, "Would you travel to Maine and the rest of the East Coast someday?" Well, I have traveled the East Coast when I was doing arts and craft shows and Renaissance fairs. I mean, we went from Florida all the way up to. I've been to Portsmouth and Kittery, Maine. I've been to Massachusetts. I've been a lot of places on the East Coast, so I don't know. Right now, I live in Texas, so it's like I kind of want to go up to Oregon and Washington right now, but I wouldn't mind someday if I get to a situation where I'm traveling and RVing. I'd like to see. I'd like to go visit my cousins in Buffalo. Molly says, "Yeah, again, of course I would. You know, it depends. I don't know. Right now, I can't do it." Molly said, "Of course, now I'm hyper aware of everything I see on the road around here. So many different vehicles that I see as possible nomads." Linda said, "I look forward to the Oregon coast." Yeah, me too. Beautiful state parks there. Colette said, "I don't blame you there. Oregon and Washington are the top of my list in the USA." Yeah, I've been to those places. I've been to Oregon and Washington, and I loved it. And I could see that would be ideal for, traveling during certain times a year. And you're right. When I started thinking about being an RVer, oh my gosh, if my husband was still alive, we were thinking about it together. Every time I saw a motorhome or a travel trailer or fifth wheel, you know, I was like, look at that. Oh, look at that. That would be perfect. That would be perfect. But they're all interesting and very expensive. Nothing's cheap. Yeah, caravan to Oregon. Oregon's going to be one of my first places. I have thought about living in the Seattle area myself. I have a very close friend who helped me drive. In one of my videos, she stayed with me a week, and when I lived in Alabama, my friend Chris called me up one day and said, "Boy, you're stuck in Alabama. How about I will fly to Mobile, you pick me up, and we'll just pack you up and I'll help you drive." She likes to drive, and she did. She came and helped me get to Texas. Right, Judy? Everybody wants to come see you, but I will. I'll be there sometime soon. Oh, yeah. And it would be fun to caravan. I think if I was going to be traveling a lot, I'd want to be in a caravan with people that I care about, and just to have that camaraderie. Strong's Adventure says our bumper pull was a Four Seasons trailer better made than the fifth wheel that we have now. Sadly, it and Rhonda's Jeep were totaled in our driveway by a drunk driver. Oh, gosh. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. That is a big bummer. Man, but there's no mistakes. Obviously, you're supposed to be with whatever you're doing now. But it is hard to lose stuff. Oh gosh, that must have been horrible for you. I know, that's awful. Strong's, that's really something. Mm. We'll have a meetup. I'm thinking of having a meetup. Maybe next year at Lollapalooza I can have a meetup. Because I can get there. I actually can get there. That's not too hard. I could drive there. I wished I would have planned that this year. Oh my gosh, Strong said he was doing 25 miles an hour. He was doing 75 miles an hour in a 25-mile-an-hour zone. Wow. It does look like great fun, Molly. Can you imagine? So you were just like home and it was parked out there and he went right into it? Yes. Someday, Judy. Someday. Won't be long. Within the year or so, I'm going to get up to Seattle. I'm hoping, I don't know, I hate to say it. I don't even want to say it because I'm supposed to travel with Craig. He was supposed to, he bought a beautiful motorhome, but then he got a lot of problems. He had some procedures done, health issues. He wound up selling it, and now he's going to buy a Class C, smaller. Excuse me. And I'm hoping that he still does it, that we can still travel in a smaller Class C would be even better, easier for me to drive. He bought a 36-foot diesel pusher, and he was going to pull a car. That sucker would have been a lot of a big deal to drive around. Yeah, that's true, Molly. I was curious about that. Does sound like a good plan, doesn't it? A caravan to the Lollapalooza and have a meetup. Yeah, that would be fun. I'd like to do that at the RTR too, but the RTR this year doesn't sound that good. I mean, they're renting a fairgrounds for the RTR, and that means that there'll be nobody camping at the RTR. You'll have to camp out on BLM land around the area 20 miles away, and that just doesn't sound as good. Craig seems to be doing very well right now. I'm very happy to report. Molly said that I knew a man who hit a house, knocked the people out of their bed. Whoa. Yeah, Craig's got family up in Long Island. He's definitely doing family time now and getting himself stronger. And I don't expect that he would leave until after the holidays, which is fine because I've got my family here too. Yeah, I know Bob's now. I don't know if this is a good move. In my opinion, it's not. Because if I was going to the RTR and camping, I would not want to pull up my camper if I had a motorhome or a anything. I wouldn't want to put it all together and drive over to the RTR 20 miles and then back at the end of the day to camp. It doesn't seem like that's gonna happen. Yeah, I was interested because I'm aware of the RTR because I know a lot of people that go to Arizona courtside, which I'm sure there's going to be people there anyway. I just don't think that people are going to want to pull up their camp to go visit 20 miles away to this fairgrounds where it probably will cost to get in, and I just think that wasn't such a great thing. They think they think it is, so maybe it is, but I personally think it got too big. Maybe that's what it is. The RTR got way too big. Yeah, Jamie did the van build, and it looked like they had a really nice crowd, and it wasn't too big. That's the point. The RTR used to be smaller, but when you get 10,000 campers on the land, and people don't take care of the land, and makes it bad for other people, or they had a lot of, if you have a lot of rain and you get stuck, and it wasn't so great last year either. But there's a lot of land to camp out in Arizona, so that's not a problem, that part. I think people are still going to get together. They're just going to have, smaller groupings of people camping together. And the RTR is going to be something you have to drive to. And I'm sure people will work it out, but it doesn't seem like it's that great. Yeah, me too, Colette. I think the first few RTRs were, well, they've been doing it for years. It just got so big last year. I guess it grew too big, and it's a lot of hassle. I'm sure they're having a hard time with all the, rules and regulations, and they're doing whatever they want to do. It's their thing. I have no clue, really. I have no right to even say anything. Just my opinion. But I know that the fairgrounds is 20 miles from courtside, so it's not right around the corner. So, but that's just my opinion. I'm not trying to put anybody down for doing it. I mean, if you're a vanner, you probably could get your van and drive it over there every day and visit the RTR. But a lot of people, you set up your camp, and you get comfortable, and you put your awning out, or you put your tables in your bathroom, and whatever you got going. You're not going to want to pull it all up. And there'll be gatherings all over the place. Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm sure everyone will have a blast. Yeah, the van build seems to have grown just enough at this point where they helped a lot of people, and there was a lot of good gatherings of friends and RVers. But I wanted to just come in tonight. I've been on like an hour and a half. I think I'm going to um, say goodnight for now, but I do appreciate everybody that's come in today. And Strong says Lola is trying to find a place that we can all be closer than where we were this year, but I sure don't want to be in a fairground parking lot. I don't blame you. Yeah, Molly, it's next year, 2020, Lollapalooza. I think that's going to be one of my trips, whether I'm camping or in a motel or whatever. Hey, Stitchy Rebel, thanks, honey. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming in and talking about stuff, and I really appreciate it. You guys have been through it. I'm going to continue doing videos on this channel until I get the news and I get my channel back. Hi, Chad. Thanks for coming in. Wasn't it a beautiful day today? So warm. It was like all of a sudden it was spring again. Yeah, let's all meet back here on Friday around 6:30 p.m. Central Time is really when it seems to be the best for me. And thanks for coming in, Chad. Thank you all. I really, like I said, it warms my heart that you guys have followed me over here and going through this with me. Deborah, oh, I hate to leave you. I've been here about an hour and a half right now, But I really am so happy that you found me here, Deborah, and Tanya, and of course Judy. Judy's been sitting there crocheting. Is it crocheting or knitting? She said she's about done with with the hat she's making. Yeah, so maybe, by the next year we'll all get to meet. Maybe before that, some of us. There's always 5 hookups right behind my house here. You can stay. It's 2 nights free, and then it's $10 a night after that. Not bad. Crocheting. That's what I thought you said. Okay, I'm tired of talking, but I love you guys. Till next time, be happy, make the best of your days. Put a smile on your face no matter what, right? Peace out.